This is my first YouTube video. It's about how I found out I was pregnant, my age, how I reacted, how my parents reacted, how I told my parents, um, how my life is going now, all that kind of stuff. Well, my name is Madeline. I'm 17 years old. I found out I was pregnant when I was 16. What made me think I was pregnant, well, I didn't think I was pregnant until I started throwing up every morning. But the first symptoms that I had a high sense of smell, like I could smell anything. When I took a bath, I could smell inside of the faucets, like the metal and stuff. If you ate McDonald's and you came to my house, I could smell it on your clothes. If you um, had pets or something, I could probably smell a dog on you or something. I don't know, but I had really high sense of smell. Then like my boobs would hurt really, really, really bad. It hurt when I wore a bra. It hurt like if I just put my arm like that. It really hurt. Um, I started waking up at 5 o'clock every morning. Like it was the same time every morning, and I'd go to the restroom and I'd puke up my guts, and it'd be stomach acid, and it'd be really, really nasty. And then it got to the point where if I smelt certain foods, it would make me it would make me really sick. I couldn't eat anything. It started to get worse. I threw up every 2 hours, every day, every night. Couldn't eat anything at all. It was straight up stomach acid because I had nothing in my stomach. Uh, my mother-in-law told me that I needed to keep fluids in my, like, I had to keep fluids in my system. Like I had to at least drink water. And even if I drank water, even if I sipped it, I'd still throw it up. They thought that I had the flu or that I was really, really sick. So my boyfriend, my fiance, whatever, I call him my boyfriend because uh, we're engaged and stuff. He's already asked me to marry him. It's just like he's waiting for the perfect time to actually propose and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, so I'm going to just say my boyfriend. Okay, so my boyfriend, he was telling me that I needed to go to the doctor, and I kept refusing to go because I was scared that if I went to the doctor that really nothing was wrong with me, that they would tell me that I'm pregnant, and then I'd have to find a way to tell my parents that and stuff, and I didn't want that to be the way that they found out. So I told him that if I threw up the next day, he'd have to go get me a pregnancy test. And I threw up the next morning, and I was steadily throwing up, till he came back, and then he told me to go to the bathroom and take a pregnancy test. And I did, and I came back, and it said that I was pregnant. It was one of them clear blue pregnancy tests where it says the full word pregnant, not pregnant on there. He was really shocked, and he was like, that can't be true, we used a condom, blah, 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 you know. And so I made him come to the bathroom with me, and I made him watch me pee on it, and he was like waiting for the results to pop back up, and it said I was pregnant. And he was like, is it for real? Is it true? I said, well, I don't really think that. Then why? Not unless it's a false pregnancy test. They both came back positive. And I said, I'm throwing up every morning. I'm having all the symptoms. And he was like, well, you're just going to have to go to the health department to get, proof that you're pregnant and all that kind of stuff. And I was trying to figure out a way to tell my parents. Instead, I told someone else first, which I really shouldn't have. They told my parents before I could tell my parents, And I was supposed to already tell my parents, but what they didn't understand was that I was trying to wait for the perfect time and the right time. And I wanted it to be like me and my boyfriend together to go to my dad's house and like tell them straight up that the truth. And I didn't want it to be like over the phone, or I didn't want to have to do it by myself, and I wanted it to be a certain way, because whenever you're pregnant and you're a teenager, it's really, really scary, and you really don't have any clue of how you're going to tell your parents, because you're scared of how they might react. You're scared if they're going to yell at you. You're scared if they're going to tell you to abort it. You're scared that they tell you that you're going to set it up for adoption, or they're gonna kick you out, or all that kind of stuff. And even if my parents did tell me any of that, I wouldn't listen to them. I would still keep my daughter, because I believe that if you get pregnant, you should take on the responsibility and be a mom. Unless there's really, really a situation to where you can't, then I believe that you should set it up for adoption and give it to a family who wants a child, or can't have one, or can support it, not abort it. But anyway, so my parents didn't get to hear it from me. They got to hear it from somebody else, which is, it's understandable. I don't really care anymore. It's over with. Um, well, they ended up coming to my boyfriend's house. Found out that I've been staying at my boyfriend's house. My dad asked me if it was true. I told him yes. I told him my plans. Um, he was like, well, okay, Ever since then, he left me here. I moved in with my boyfriend. He works offshore. He works every 2 weeks out of the month. Sometimes, well, not yet, he hasn't, but eventually he'll start working at least a month out there. And I don't go to school anymore. I went to North Pike. The reason I don't go to school anymore is because my boyfriend wanted to find a very good job that makes good enough money to support all three of us. And I'm going to get my GED so I can go to college. And after I go to college, I can actually be something, not flipping burgers or anything. People judge me because I dropped out of school, but really they don't understand that the only reason I dropped out was so I can be home every second of the day to take care of my daughter. And I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom until I finish college. And, I don't believe in putting her in daycare right now, or giving her to somebody else so they can babysit while I'm at school, because it's tough already, because my parents always work and my boyfriend's parents are always working, and no one can really watch her while I'm at school anyway. And I wouldn't want to put my daughter off on them just so I can do what I have to do. And I know that school's important or whatever, but I feel like my daughter's situation is more important right now, and I need to be here for her at all times. Um, I don't really know what else to say. That's really it. That's how I found out, and that's how I reacted, and that's how my parents found out. But being a teen mom is not really easy. It's not. And she's not even here yet, and it's already hard. I'm making it, my next video will probably be, I don't know. My next video will probably be about, bullying, and how much hate I get, and how hard it is, and what I've been going through so far, and all that kind of stuff. So, I'm gonna go now, and I hope you like this video. If you don't, I totally understand, because I really didn't know what to say. This is my first time making a video, and the lighting in my room is kind of horrible because my lights don't really work as well. I got shitty lighting in my room. And I just want to say that if you're watching my video and you don't like me, you need to get a life, because eventually you're probably going to be talking shit about me because of my video and what you don't like and all this kind of stuff. And you need to grow up, and you're obviously bored with your life if you're watching my video just to talk shit about me. I'm just going to let you know that, because I don't really care. I don't really care who likes me, and I don't really care who don't. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. And, if you know me, let me know what else you want me to do a video on. Okay. Thanks. Bye.